Hi, you're watching Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media, all of our platforms, all over the interwebs. I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio. That young man over there is.
I'm Dave Dinius. I'm in Reno, Nevada.
You know, Dave, this has been a stellar year for Sipping Off the Cuff because of you and our other TJs, and I'll be reaching out to all of y'all individually. You and I have the distinction of doing the last three tastings for the
Last
2017
three.
season.
We got
And
we
tonight,
got Distinguido.
Distinguido. That's it.
Distingo.
Distinguido. Yeah, which is distinguished, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to eat.
First of all, I'm going to go on a limb, and I want to go with you, and I think you'll agree with me. I want to nominate this for Brand of Promise right off the bat for packaging.
Yeah, it's nice looking. It's a very nice looking bottle. That foil label. It's embossed.
Yep. It's so rare to see that these days.
Yeah, it is.
We were told by the importers, as a matter of fact, let me get some information here from the importers. Bear with me while I reach behind me. And the importers of both this tequila and the other two that we're going to be doing a little bit later is let's see here. Hang on a second.
Okay.
They handle both Distinguido, Tequila 3030, and La Cuerda, which they haven't submitted to us yet. They're based in Laredo, Texas, and it's VIAFWD. That's the name of the company. VDF Interproducts, I suppose, is what they're calling it. I'm using their business card, and
Okay.
they made this happen. They because they're in Laredo, they dropped it off at my house, and I got a little POS, but for the wrong brand. But that's okay. Just for like I said, the from what they told us, these are all hand applied. All right, so the labels are all handmade.
Even the rear label is embossed.
Yeah, look at that.
And I think it's got the Texas tax stamp on it.
Yeah.
Something.
Welcome to the state of Texas. Okay, this is at Nome. It's a Is it what's 1413? Is that right?
1413.
Yeah, that is correct. And my understanding is that that distillery is one of the oldest to maintain its original numbers. So it hasn't. Oh, I see. It's Via Importers Corporation. Well, no, I'm sorry. That's the old. Those are the old folks. That was the previous iteration. Let me tell you, just so you guys know, I've had this before. I had it when I was living in New Mexico, and what had happened was it was being represented and imported by someone else out of Chicago, and it was poised to make a big jump, and it did not for a lot of different reasons. And the previous importer now is importing another agave spirit. This is almost 6, 7, 8 years later. But Distinguido continues to thrive and survive. It's all over San Antonio. If you look at their Facebook page, they're on the Riverwalk. They're being featured on let's see, their Facebook page features them.
Yes.
Let's see here. Let me get back into their posts here on Facebook.
Well, I haven't found them in my area, so I'm looking.
They're listed here with Joel Contreras, and I think Joel is a family member of the Contreras family that distills this tequila.
Yeah.
They're at the Lone Star Cafe at the San Antonio Riverwalk, and that was about 3 hours ago. So these guys are on top of it. It is a tequila that can be found here in San Antonio, and hopefully, I don't know. Have you ever seen it in California yet?
I haven't seen
Or
it.
Nevada, for
I
instance.
haven't seen it in Nevada yet. Not where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm looking for it.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we pop this baby open? As you can see, I've had some of it here. I'm going to be using these really nifty Stossel glasses. These are the prototypes that we're working
Okay.
with. Chisholm Trail craft glasses, and very
I've
exciting.
got Glencairn.
Cool. All right. Very comparable. I will tell you right now.
It was a screw top and not a cork,
Yes.
so seals up real good.
I can tell you that from the first time that I had it, they haven't changed the bottle. They continue to use the same foil label. Not a whole lot of changes from the brand or the distillery. So I was hoping.
It's good.
I was hoping
Consistency.
I was hoping that that they wouldn't change the formula. I was glad they didn't change the bottle because I really do enjoy these. They're hard to get now. So let's oh wow.
Mm.
Ooh.
Smell the agave there.
Yeah, and it's a heavy on the lime. It's almost like a lime zest on top of it.
I'm not picking that up.
I'm getting lime. It's almost like a green agave as opposed to a baked.
Yeah,
I think.
that's it. Green agave. And I think it's done in the autoclave, so.
Yeah, there are no diffusers. It's shredder, autoclave. It may even be a combo autoclave and possibly stone ovens. I'm not sure because we didn't get any POS on this particular tequila.
See if I can pull up anything here. Steel tanks, stainless steel tanks, autoclave, roller mill.
Good. I mean,
yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I think that is the way to go. The Blanco Distinguido Silver, and wow, it's an interesting website. I think it was made with front page. For those of you who are coders at this point, the results of many years looking for a perfect. Let's see here. Hang on a second. Every time I move my cursor, it disappears. Looking for a perfect union between experience, quality, and a real mature Tequiliana Weber a blue agave taste. It's just all text. It doesn't give us any actual flavor notes. But anybody who's had this tequila, I'm not getting virtually any alcohol. It's just all agave.
I got just a little touch. I think my bottle's a little fresher than yours. So
yeah, probably so. I love that nose, man. That is just
the more it opens up in the glass, it mellows out too.
Yeah.
But it's.
You can see. I don't know if you can see. My lighting here is not the greatest right now. It's kind of late afternoon. The legs and the tiers are at a nice steady stream.
Yes, they are.
It's very pristine. It's clean. In fact, I think the bottle may be a little bit tinged, but the juice itself is not. Does the bottle look like it has a little bit of a pale tinge to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, just a little. Mine does too. So I think it is the bottle.
Yeah, because the juice is clear, very clear.
Mm-hmm. It's got a little shiny to it.
Yeah, a little shiny. You've been watching. Okay. Hey, let's try it. Let's taste it, man.
Let's try it. Let's go. Mm.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's got a little sweetness there.
Yeah.
A little minty almost, kind of minty.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Smooth. That is smooth.
and it does like an explosion at mid palate. It's got some great structure to it.
Yeah, it does.
It really goes in nicely. There's some sweetness at the beginning. Explodes in some pepper, I think, in mid palate.
Yep.
How's your finish? The finish is actually deceiving.
Still there. It's still there.
Yeah.
A little warm and fluffy there.
Yeah, it's a kind of a medium to long finish. I have to say, first of all, it's exactly as I remember it. So they haven't changed anything. They have changed importers. Obviously, they've gone through several. As some brands will. These guys, I met one of the gentlemen who dropped me off his card, and they are working this brand so hard, and right now they're fairly prevalent in South Texas, which is neat. It's neat to see. They've literally had to start back from scratch because, like I said, they were initially being imported into Illinois, and I'm not sure that's the case anymore. I doubt it.
Yeah, it's got a nice retro too.
Yeah, now that mint is coming up.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you think? Are you into the traditional? I know you're.
I do like the traditional. Yeah.
Does this taste more traditional to you and more of a? Because it's got a really hearty nose and
it seems to have a little more of the green agave than the baked agave. Right. So there's that, but it's good. I like it. It holds up well. It'd probably hold up good in a cocktail.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great structure, great mouthfeel. I think by itself, if you can tell, I've had some of it. I've had to hide it from myself because
a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I was very intrigued because they reached out to us, and I hadn't heard of Distinguido for so long. Like I said, I had heard about them back when I lived in New Mexico, and had the Blanco and the Reposado, but for those of you who know the history, I won't go into it, but there was a falling out with the previous importer. And that happens. It happens in this business a lot, more often than you think it does. And thankfully, the brand hasn't died. This particular this distillery makes a handful of tequilas, and that's it.
About it. That was about it. That's all I saw.
What was it? I don't have my gnome list up. I should have had that up, but I know that they have 3030 and Distinguido. I'm not familiar with anything else that they may or may not be.
Bonanza, Botella del Sol, Emperador Azteca, Gallo de Oro.
Yeah, there's primarily all Mexican brands. Some of those I've never seen here.
I don't see 3030 on there. Maybe they're a different gnome.
Could be.
That's 5.
Yeah,
5 brands.
It's again a small distillery. So let me pull up. Let me see what I have here. And,
got a couple that say not currently in production yet, so maybe we'll see some more out of that distillery.
Yeah, they could be cleaning house too, and just concentrating. Concentrating on their own brand, their own family brands.
Sure.
Yeah, you're right. They only make it's 1413. That is the Compañía Destilería de Acatlán. It's the name of the distillery. Yeah, they make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They make a handful of tequilas.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. And they are, as far as I know, this is not where they make 3030, which is fine with me. I like this process. I like this tequila. I think Dave is correct. It'll hold up really nicely in a cocktail.
Yeah.
I would love to. You know what? Now that we've had this, well, okay. Let's just say this has got to be a brand of promise.
Yeah, let's go ahead and nominate it for a brand promise.
I think so because it's rare to find a tequila with the old style flavor profile that hasn't changed after all those years.
Yeah. Uh, do you have the price point?
I don't. I don't have any price points. Even though I was I was filmed at a Total Wine this weekend. They are not. They obviously are not in Total Wine that I can tell. They could be. They are in Specs, however, and they will be also available. We will be. Lisa and myself will be covering the TBNA, which is a Texas nightclub and bar show, next week, I believe, and I understood that they will be there. So I will have some time with the importers, the new guys, and maybe they can expound a little bit more about what we're talking about here.
Sure.
You know, fill in all the gaps because there's a lot of gaps here, man.
Yeah, there is.
This tequila should have been way out there a long time ago, and again, it just had to back up and punt. So, you know, had to drop back and punt, ladies and gentlemen. I know we're close to football. By the time you see this video, it'll be football season. So
it'll be football season.
Yeah, because we are down to the wire for our brands of promise and our sipping off the cuff for 2017. But I'm so glad we're winding up on a really high note, man.
This is good juice.
This is great juice. It's great.
It's good juice.
Hopefully in 2018 we'll see the Reposado and hopefully the Añejo. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
We'll make sure that you know.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Don't drink all of it. Try not to. I know it sucks. Hey, you're going to be hopefully by this point you're going to be our guy at the Mammoth Margarita Festival happening in August. This is the beginning of August right now, but you'll probably see this somewhere. This tasting somewhere in October, but you'll see Dave a little bit sooner. So,
yes.
I'm looking forward to that, man. So
am I.
Fun. You're gonna make good because you may have to show me the ropes for next year. That was a spoiler.
It's fun.
I'm not gonna tell anyone anything else. But that's our take. Anything else you want to tell people about Distinguido?
It's good juice. They'll like it. Stand up in a cocktail. You know, it's got some nice. It doesn't burn. It's smooth. It goes down nice and smooth. Long finish. So yeah, enjoy it. Yeah.
What else do we have to say, man? I mean, let's see what we. Just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to go on the Specs website and see what their price point is. Just in case, and I'm not sure. I don't know if Specs actually, if you can order online and have them send it to you. I doubt that. I don't believe that Texas actually allows that. Texas, a whole other country.
As long as they get their money, I'm sure they're okay.
Well, you know, there used to be workarounds with that kind of stuff, but I don't believe that they. The laws in Texas are very, very difficult to get around. They're very much sticklers. Okay, I got a price point. You ready for this?
How much?
Are you ready for this? $36.41.
$36.
$36.41 at Specs.
That's good.
Tequila Silver. That's a steal. That'd be worth a trip. That would be worth a trip to Texas just to buy a case of this stuff. I'll find out more about Specs in the next, in our next tasting, because I don't shop there because I don't have to go anywhere. So,
right. It just shows up on your doorstep.
Yeah, it does. People, bring it to me. But thanks again to these guys for.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, the folks who made this happen. I want to give them a shout out again because they were really cool. They reached out to us on email and they came to my door and made sure that that Dave got this. It's Eugenio at VIAFWD.com. That is the importer. VDF Interproducts is how they're calling themselves. So I will go with that. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Dave. That's
Thank you.
our take on Distinguido Tequila on Mike Morales here in San Antonio. That young man again is
Dave Dinius in Reno, Nevada.
And you've been watching Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media. That's right. Subscribe. Tell us how great we're doing. Remember, these are the last ones for 2017, so you don't want to miss. Go back, binge watch all of them.
Yes.
Binge watch them all because these are all going to be for our Brands of Promise awards, and you'll be seeing that hopefully somewhere in early January. So, nominated for Brands of Promise, Distinguido on Mike Morales. Again, that gentleman is Dave.
Yep.
As we say here in San Antonio and everywhere else, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely. Right.